Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com, your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see here on our channel, my social media, or our website. Reach out to me directly, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. Today we are discussing one of the earliest models from Habring of Austria, the product of watchmaker Richard Habring and his wife Maria, a small manufacturer that numbers their watches individually by the year. And you can see this example was 01 of 2011 for the Sport CHRONO model, 42 millimeters in stainless steel. This Austrian-built independent brand chronograph is an extraordinary example of a wearable, sporty watch that could be considered an all-arounder rather than a sports or dress-style timepiece. So 42 millimeters in diameter by 14 millimeters thick by a substantial and meaty 52.2 millimeters. Lug-to-lug, you can see that the timepiece, which features a broad spacing between the lugs of 22 millimeters, wears easily on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. Comfortable, reasonably flat. It is a manual wind watch, so it's not too thick, but it is broad across the wrist, and so I would recommend it for a wrist minimally 15 centimeters circumference. My wrist 16 centimeters once again, but note it's flat enough to easily fit underneath the cuff. Now the watch is equipped with a strap, dark, black, large rectangular scale alligator leather, substantially bolstered. It's very thick, sheer-sided monotone stitch, and you can see a matte finish. There is a matching stainless steel pin buckle, simple, and it gets the job done. You can see it in profile. The case itself, simple but strong. A couple of hard character lines like the lug profile, the junction of the bezel and the mid case creating the horizontal, and then you can see there is that individual numbering and the year of manufacture, 2011. This model actually debuted back in 2007 as one of the very first Habring products under Richard Habring's own name. You can see the crown and chronograph pump pushers, very simple, and the bezel itself wonderfully flat. It has a conical profile, or I should say it has a cylindrical profile, and then up top it is flat. The dial on these Habring models often semi-custom, as you had many choices of options, including colors and compositions and complications. So this combination of black and salmon with bi-Arabic numerals and applique indices, loomed by the way, is a lovely choice. Two large registers, silver, with a concentric guilloche known as ajourage, and then you can see there's a railroad track outboard calibrated for reading fractions of a second. You have two hands for hours and minutes. They're polished with lume, and then you have a white varnished chronograph seconds hand, and you will note it is jumping in rather large steps. That's because this watch beats at 18,000 vibrations per hour. In the early days, Habring used off-the-shelf calibers, but oddly, it chose to distinguish itself, and I actually like this, by using vintage, new old stock off-the-shelf calibers. So this is a genuine circa 1970 Valjoux 7733, the movement that started its life as the Venus 188 back in the 1940s, and with a different beat rate and an automatic system, later became the Valjoux 7750 in the early 1970s. So the 7733 here is true vintage Valjoux, as under the balance, it's actually stamped with the Valjoux maker's mark, not ETA. Frosted profile, no nonsense on every surface. It also features polished screws, which is a nice touch, but it beats away at 18,000 vibrations per hour. Manual wind. It has a 44 to 45 hour power reserve, 17 joules, 30 meters water resistant. You can see this is a cam lateral clutch chrono, and I don't know what Richard Habring did with this watch, but he must have spent some time calibrating the thing, as it is the crispest cam chronograph I've ever actuated. And being a manual wind watch, you can see the actuation of the cam, the lateral clutch, the recentering hammers, the heart cams, all of this. It's a gorgeous assembly, beautiful to watch and fun to actuate. And because it's a manual wind watch, you get to see the works unobscured by a rotor or a winding bridge. And again, it's got that lovely, stately 18,000 vibration per hour beat rate. This is about as much fun as you can have in the independent watch space without going high horology, as this is an honest watch from a company so small you can be on a first-name basis with your watchmaker if you so choose. Get into the independent horology movement without spending a mint. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details. Back with the fully loomed Habring Sport CHRONO.